I think I'll start off just anatomy related because I got to get context. When I think about the body physically, my ankle doesn't move too well. It affects my knee.
Paul talks about the body of Christ, how it's made up, there's different parts.
If my Black story is not being told in the church, then it's like a part of my leg being cut off.
As we look at history, we get to understand each other better. Not to have white guilt, not to have Black anger.
Black History Month is the celebration of the contributions that Blacks have made to America.
Black history is about Black people in his story. You know, as a people, because of the injustices of the past, we've not been able to really track our story or to even know it for that matter in some ways. And so Black History Month is a time where we really get to unveil and just really discover who we are. You know, the old adage is true. You cannot know where you're going until you know where you've been.
For many, many years, the contributions of non-white people weren't very often celebrated or brought up in this country. Black History Month is an opportunity to recognize and celebrate those achievements so that we can all learn how much all of America had a part in the development, the growth, and the success of this country.
Coming from a small town in Georgia, where in the early 1990s, we were still riding on, gravel dirt roads, not being exposed to much, but books. Looking at the life of Booker T. Washington and some of the struggles that he had, he too walked dirt roads. Looking at that, it gave me the courage, the confidence that I needed to overcome any obstacle that was put before me.
When I think about Black women who inspired me, Priscilla Shirer, I just remember seeing her for the first time like on a YouTube video, and the first thing I said was, oh, her hair is it. To see someone who has the same skin color as you, to see someone that looks like your family and your friends just excelling. The way she talked about the Bible, the way that she was able to weave her personal experiences and talk about her Black family. She was just a pivotal person for me. I can get inspiration from.
It's in our Constitution that all men were created equal. And there was a period in time in this country where it wasn't actually treated that way. Until the 14th Amendment, Black people weren't even considered to be a whole person. For years, as a culture, as a group of people, you've been told you don't matter, you're marginal. It's thought the only success is gonna be to be an athlete or to be a rap star or some other kind of musician, when in fact there's so much else that props up that community and the community of the United States as a whole. As we look at history, we get to understand each other better. We can realize the sins. We can realize the evil, because slavery was evil. Segregation was evil. But this pot is melting. I think that's a reflection of what Christ does in the church. What an awesome country to live in, that we could take ethnic divide and we could start breaking it down simply by learning.